This video will explore the empathy gap, reframing the modern male crisis. We'll move beyond narratives of personal failure to understand the structural and psychological roots of male economic dropout, isolation, and despair. We see stark warning signs. Men account for 76% of suicide deaths in Australia and New Zealand. 1 in 5 young men are unemployed or dropping out of the labor force. The prime age male labor force participation rate is down to 88%. Why are men falling behind? Society's verdict often frames this crisis as a personal failing. Young men are accused of being unwilling to adapt, lazy, or toxic. The prevailing cultural response is to assign blame, rather than asking what happened to them. The psychology of blaming badly occurs when a demographic viewed as historically privileged fails a norm. Society often skips directly to assuming intentionality, ignoring structural capacity to prevent the failure, such as the lack of local jobs. Historically, male social value was tied to the provider or protector role. This included physical disposability in war and economic disposability through dangerous labor. The contract was simple: sacrifice your body, receive societal respect. Today, the respect is often gone, but the expectation to provide remains. Since the 1960s, prime-age male labor participation has plummeted, indicating a persistent, structural demand shock. 83% of prime-age men not in the labor force did not work the previous year. This suggests a permanent disappearance of the work they were trained for. This is a crisis of demand, not supply. As local manufacturing and manual labor jobs vanish, the economic stature of less educated men falls. This is an economic eviction, not a voluntary withdrawal, leading to increased idleness and marriage market value drops. Men are trapped in the provider box, with 86% defining manhood primarily by this role. When they can't provide, they face profound isolation and economic anxiety. Adhering to rigid man-box norms alongside economic insecurity makes men 16.3 times more likely to report suicidal thoughts. When young men are economically displaced, isolated, and blamed, they seek spaces that offer a voice. This funnel of economic displacement, societal blame, and loss of identity can lead to radicalization in hardline online communities, offering a distorted sense of purpose. Comparing the blame narrative to the evidence-based reality reveals the difference between perceiving unwillingness to adapt and acknowledging massive structural demand shocks. Evidence shows that dropping out is linked to the vanishing of local manual labor, and isolation is tied to severe economic insecurity. The ultimate cost is paid in lives. The rise of deaths of despair is driven by substance abuse and suicide, tied directly to economic hardship and the loss of traditional roles. We cannot fix this structural crisis by blaming the casualties. The clinical safety net is broken. The modern mental health system waits for patients to ask for help, but the man box ensures struggling men often never will. 72% of men do not seek help, and those who do often drop out of therapy early. We must shift from passive clinical models to proactive situational approaches to meet men where they are. Reaching men in workplaces, male-dominated industries, and sporting clubs through activity and social-based interventions can show powerful results in shifting suicidality. A blueprint for systemic change requires 3 pillars: economic policies addressing inequality and providing targeted skill transition, community support systems utilizing peer-led situational approaches, and cultural change broadening the definition of manhood beyond the quote provider/protector binary to include caregiving and vulnerability. True progress requires abandoning the heuristic of personal failure. By understanding the economic realities, historical pressures, and psychological barriers, we can stop blaming. We must rebuild the systems that connect us, ensuring that no one is left alone in the void.